The red car swerves to avoid the gray car and then crashes into the gas station.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 near-death experiences caught on security footage.
When two cars enter the crossroads from different sides and swerve to avoid a collision.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most spine-chilling close shaves with death that were captured on camera. Have you ever had such a lucky escape? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Concrete footpath caves in. Many of us have had their irrational fear of falling into a drainage, but for this incredibly lucky man, that fear almost became a reality. Security cameras outside a store show the man casually approaching the facility, but just as he walks over a concrete pavement, it crumbles right under him, exposing a deep drainage beneath. 1 second later, and the poor guy probably would have been whisked right into the lair of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I don't believe this! Yes!
Fortunately, he survives, and from the horrified look on his face, even he cannot believe just how lucky he is. Number 9. Close call with an out-of-control car. Around the world, police officers put their lives on the line whenever they go out to work. For some, that risk may come from engaging dangerous criminals, but for one Spanish policeman, it was an out-of-control car. In the footage, a pump attendant tops up the cop's vehicle at a gas station in Monaver, Spain. Out on the road, a gray car attempts to turn into the gas station, forcing an oncoming red BMW to swerve into the outlet to avoid it. The BMW hurtles right into the pump, narrowly missing the police officer and attendant. Luckily, no one was injured.
A police officer and a pump attendant with excellent reflexes are able to jump out of the way just in time. Fortunately, no one was hurt.
Number 8. Narrow escape from falling concrete block. A popular comedy trope in movies and TV shows involves a heavy object, typically a piano or anvil, being dropped on a poor guy's head.
There's absolutely nothing that can get me out here.
But no one was laughing when a similar incident nearly happened to this young boy. It's not quite clear where or how the falling debris emerged, but the short CCTV clip shows the boy walking out of a building when a concrete block drops right next to him. It's so close that he feels the impact just by his feet and leaps to safety. Time makes all the difference here, as it probably would have been a different story if the young lad was 1 second late. Number 7. Car collision spares pedestrian. It frankly doesn't get any more fortunate than this. This incident reportedly occurred in eastern China in 2014. CCTV captured the moment when a pedestrian crossing the street was nearly sent to an early grave in a vehicle collision.
In this shocking CCTV footage, a man can be seen crossing the street in eastern China when two cars enter the crossroads from different sides and swerve to avoid a collision.
The vehicles in question, a truck seemingly transporting goods and a small passenger car, crash into each other at an intersection just as the man walks by. By some crazy stroke of luck, both vehicles then swerve just in time to avoid hitting the pedestrian. There are so many ways that this could have gone terribly wrong, but thankfully, none of them manifested and all parties involved came out of it unhurt.
While both vehicles were heavily damaged, incredibly, no one was injured.
Number 6. Gravel truck tips over SUV. An SUV driver in Kunming City of China's Yunnan province learned the hard way the risks of driving recklessly. On June 2, 2017, the SUV was caught on camera attempting to overtake a large gravel truck, seemingly without any proper indication. This proves to be a grave mistake as it causes the truck to lose control and tip over the smaller vehicle. The SUV is first buried by the gravel content before the truck itself finally topples and falls on top of it. With the help of the passerby, the crushed stones are shoveled away and the driver makes it out alive. Things could have been way worse, especially considering the fuel tanker that was right in front of them. Number 5. Girl pushes friend into moving bus. What seemingly began as a prank turned into a terrifying near-death experience. On one April afternoon in 2018, two teenage girls were captured on security cameras walking down a sidewalk in Czechowicza, Dziecice, Poland. Suddenly, one of the girls pushes the other into the road just as a bus drives up beside them. The girl drops to the ground where one of the bus's back wheels misses her head just by a few inches. She manages to get back on her feet and is comforted by the offending friend. Although intended as a joke, the pusher was reprimanded by police and fined €70 for the ordeal. Number 4. Pedestrian escapes flying car. In this clip from a home security camera in West Yorkshire, England, a man walks along a street holding some shopping bags. Behind him, a vehicle attempts to overtake a car transporter in front of it, but miscalculates and hits its back wheel. This sends the car flying into the air just behind the unsuspecting shopper. The vehicle somersaults multiple times, heading for the pedestrian who turns around just in time to throw his bags and take to his heels. As luck would have it, the car comes to a stop right where the man was standing, sparing him an unfortunate end. Number 3. Falling between moving train gap. The Independencia station near Buenos Aires, Argentina was the site of a shocking incident that nearly took a woman's life. On March 29, 2022, the lady was standing at the platform seemingly waiting for a train when she reportedly suffered low blood pressure. CCTV footage shows the woman stagger towards the moving train and then fall right into the occupied rail line, to the absolute horror of bystanders. After the train is halted, the woman is pulled out of the tracks and miraculously escapes with just a few bruises. She was then transported to a local hospital where she received treatment for her injuries. Number 2. Close shave with loose tire. Over the years, multiple deaths and serious injuries have been caused by loose speeding tires. So this shop owner from Thailand must count herself lucky after narrowly escaping getting hit by one. The incident was captured by a security camera just outside the store. The woman is seen apparently attending to a customer who sits in her parked car outside. Just as she's about to hand over a bag to the lady in the vehicle, a speeding tire zooms in between both of them before hitting a nearby wall and landing on the ground. While the shop owner seems to be unhurt, the woman in the car reportedly suffered some injuries.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Russian man cheats death. A man identified only as 27-year-old Alexander from Vladivostok in Russia narrowly averted a tragedy right in front of his residential building. In this clip, Alexander scrapes off ice from the windscreen of his car, but stops to look up and quickly dashes away. A split second later, a massive concrete block lands on the roof of the vehicle, destroying it completely. The slab, which reportedly weighed about 2 tons, fell off the side of the building and struck the same spot Alexander had been standing in. It's a distressingly narrow escape for Alexander, and thankfully, no one was seated in the damaged car.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.